The thoughts expressed in this video are strictly my own thoughts and opinions. This video is not intended to offend or change anyone's opinion.
Welcome to episode 2 of the Open Tab series. So today's video, we're going to talk about time and the concept of time. I think that this is a really interesting concept, so let's just jump right into it. So this kind of idea stemmed from ironically going to go see the Minecraft movie because that just dropped a couple days ago. I don't actually know when this is going to get posted, to be honest, but I'm hoping to get it out in the next couple days here. But the Minecraft movie just came out, so this is just a reference point. So anyway, I went to go see the Minecraft movie with my buddy, and it was a good time. It was vibes, you know. Chicken Jockey. I am Steve.
I am Steve.
All that good stuff, you know. Those of you that know, you know. If you don't, you gotta go see that movie so you understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, I went to go see this movie because, one, it's just jokes, and two, I kind of grew up playing Minecraft my entire life. That was the one game that I grew up playing, and my cousins had it on their computer when I was young, and I would play it on their computer whenever I would get the chance. Then I got an Xbox, and I started playing Minecraft on the Xbox. Then I got a computer, and then yada yada yada. Anyway, so my point is that I went to go see this movie, and it kind of made me take a step back and think about stuff. Because there was kids that are showing up to this movie. And these kids are probably I don't even know how old, maybe 12 years old. But I've been playing this game for the longest time. I can't even remember when I started playing it for the first time. And it just kind of dawned on me that I literally have worlds or this game that I've been playing that I've been around longer than these kids have even been alive for. And it's just crazy to me, this idea of time. And I've always thought of how time can have such an effect on your life. Take for instance, we had the giant pandemic. That thing happened, what, 4 years ago now? That's crazy to think about. This concept of time and how it's so skewed. And I don't know if that's as a result directly because of the pandemic, or if it's just a thing kind of that happens when you're getting older. And that's not to say I'm super old, because I'm not. I'm only in my 20s, so I'm not that old, is my point. But it's always kind of been a tricky concept to me. It's what do you mean I was in high school 5 years ago? It feels it was yesterday. And I'm now already teaching, essentially. And you're telling me that, high school was 5 years ago. It feels it was yesterday. What happened to the time? I don't know. This concept of time has always been kind of interesting, because it's just the way your mind perceives things when you're in the moment. For instance, let's say you're taking a class, right? At university or college, whatever the case may be. You're taking a class. In the moment, it feels such a long period of time, at least for me, personally. It feels such a long duration of time that you're in the classroom, you're going day to day. Every day you're going to class, right? And it's taking so long, right? But then the end of the semester comes and you're hey, that went by kind of quickly. But in your mind, when you were actually in the moment, that it was dragging on and on and on. I guess the point of this entire video was just to share kind of my opinion, or my thoughts, I guess, on time. And I guess going to see the Minecraft movie for the first time and seeing those kids there being there, they're rooting for this movie, kind of put into perspective, low-key, of how quickly time moves on, and you don't even realize it. It's just you snap your fingers and it's just oh, a year is gone. And I guess this kind of ties into my last video where I talked about kind of the purpose of life, meaning of life, finding your purpose, all that kind of stuff. I know it's kind of a short-ish video. I know that I could have gone into way more depth, but like I said, there's a lot of things you could talk about. But my point is, you have such a limited amount of time if you really think about it on Earth. That's why I'm trying to figure out what my purpose is, so that I'm not just stuck doing nothing, And again, this concept of time, it's just I don't know. I think it might be partially due to COVID, you know, how it skewed my sense of like time and like perception of reality, like, because it's like I was literally inside, you know, we were all inside for like what, 2 years, like a year, we were like stuck inside, and like that just messed with like, I don't know if it's just me, but like it feels like low-key it was just yesterday, but I know it's like it's been like 3-4 years now, which is crazy. It's just crazy to me, like this whole concept of time is just like, I don't know. I know my thoughts are kind of like here and there. I'm just kind of like thinking of it as I go. I'm trying to like make these videos like, I guess like authentic. Like I kind of do have a little bit of a script, but it's mainly just like talking points, kind of like the ideas that I kind of want to hit. So I don't really like miss the points that I wanted to actually talk about. But essentially I'm kind of just going off the dome with these ideas here because, I don't know, I actually enjoy these topics and I actually want to talk about these kinds of things. So I apologize if I'm kind of like jumping from here to there. It's just like, yeah, I'm trying to like, I guess like understand and like verbalize and like explain my thoughts. Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's just like really interesting to see like these kids nowadays, you know, seeing them at this theater. Like I've literally been playing Minecraft and had these worlds that are literally older than them. And they're like over here. I don't know. It's just like mind blowing to me to see like my sense of time is like so warped, and I think it's partially due again to like what I said, like partially due to the pandemic, but like I don't know what it is. Like I don't know if it's just me getting older or like what the case may be, but maybe it is just me that thinks this way. I don't know. Maybe it's a personal thing, and like again, I'm not here asking people like, oh, solve my problems for me. I'm not doing that. I'm just kind of like dropping my thoughts here, you know, seeing maybe other people have the same thoughts, kind of thing. So I think that's kind of like all I really got to say about that, maybe for now. Maybe I'll come back to it again at some point and kind of like re-explain kind of thoughts or like expand on my thoughts. But yeah, that's kind of like all I really have to say about time. Just that it's like crazy. It's just like a wild concept to think about, like just how quickly time goes. I think it's just like a reminder like to not take things for granted, I guess, in a way. That's not to say that I don't take things for granted. I think we all kind of do that at points. So I'm not going to pretend that I'm, you know, I am better than you because I don't take things for granted, because that's not true. Like, I definitely do. But yeah, I think it's just like a good reminder that, like, you know, we only have so much time, so we just have to, like, remember to not take things for granted and just, like, appreciate the things around us. Because, you know, you snap your fingers and you're already, like, 35. It's crazy. Yeah. Anyways, I appreciate you guys listening. Again, if you have any questions, go ahead, drop them in the comments down below. I'd be happy to answer them or kind of discuss. As long as you guys are being respectful, that's literally the whole point of the entire channel. It's just to have like respectful dialogue with each other. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next one.